My name is Sidney Bridges. I am 22 years old and I'm from Yorkshire in England. And the pronouns I use are he, him, or them, they. Sidney Bridges is a pseudonym of my character. It's to reflect either or Soren Kierkegaard, where he says it's split by two personalities, the morally grounded and the indulgent. The name Sidney Bridges comes from two of my friends that I used to go to university with in Huddersfield. And one was very straight edge. The other one was that idea of an extreme hedonist. He would be drinking a lot, doing God knows what. I saw it as an outlet, hedonism myself, and that's why I made Sidney Bridges. I'd say music has changed me quite a lot. I think it certainly helped a lot with my confidence, but on top of that, it just helped me understand myself more as a person. The first stepping stone in changing everything about myself was music, because it allowed me to sort of take on this idea that, like Giorgio Moroder, there's no limits, there's no barriers, just make whatever you want. Try and put it out there. I'm working on an album called The Lacy Protégé, and this is coming out on the 10th of September. I decided to name it The Lacy Protégé because it was like this hill that people had bought were essentially motivating me and de-stressing me. I guess the three main hotspots of homes I've had have been York, Huddersfield and Norwich. And in all these places I tend to find a place that's kind of like my happy place, an anti-stress place. And in Huddersfield there was this place called Castle Hill where you could see that entire town, and I used to always go up there if I was overwhelmed or too stressed, walk an hour and a half all the way up that hill. And I looked into the history and it was owned by the Lacy family. The songs on that are quite a lot of personal experiences and what it took to have this change from Nathan Chilton into Sidney Bridges. I don't really recognise myself as Nathan Chilton anymore. When I was 18, that's when I would consider myself Nathan Chilton. I would be too scared to wear skinny jeans in public. There's a bit of a dark reason to why music is so important to me. I sort of came to one of the worst years of my life when I was 19. I came to a realisation that it was either I put my absolute back into music and all the effort I can muster, or I just stop everything altogether. I kind of think music has saved my life so many times, it only makes sense that I give my life for it. In the sense of my actual life, not my physical being. The themes are about identity. There's quite a lot of sub-themes in it. There's themes of sexuality in Coffee House Sweatshop. There's themes of relationship manipulation in Plastic Mood in Inner Night. There's themes of just who I used to be. To a Scared Little Boy, there's themes of a sort of mental illness in the past which I've suffered from. I've been working on it for 3 years, and I'm so glad I took the long road in it, because within those 3 years I've come to Norwich, I've been around Huddersfield, I've completed a degree, I've done so much and I've changed so much as an individual, and all these songs on the tracks sort of reflect that. It is quite difficult to rabbit hole my music into one genre, and listening to it you might actually realise, oh, Delusion Can Be Your Best Friend is a synth pop song with dream pop influences, and there's also a massive post-rock structure to it, but on top of that, Lysistrata Secrets is no wave and noise rock, but Personal Renaissance is alternative folk as well as sort of space age Stereolab-esque pop. Trying to essentially just compose and condense that down was horrible. But I did it, and now mastering it is just also challenging. Another challenge I found while producing this was that I've never seen myself as a lyricist. I just thought my lyrics were that bad I'd only have a chorus hook that was literally, "This is going too fast, you're in over your head." I spent ages learning lyrics and trying to figure out how to write them properly. So that was already a challenge within itself. But then to talk about sort of traumatic events that have happened and then also release that to a group of peers, that wasn't too easy to come around with, really. And thankfully I found the energy to do it. The best advice I can give to someone is just essentially be yourself and make whatever you want. There is no such thing as a bad song. The only type of bad music there is music that hasn't had any effort put into it. That's my honest opinion. You don't really even need musical training. You don't need to be the greatest in the world at what you do to make good music. Just do whatever you want. I'd rather hear something completely original and individual than something that feels personal, rather than listen to another 10-minute guitar solo that feels nothing. Hi, I'm Sidney Bridges. Follow me on Instagram at happy_girl_boy, and Spotify with Sidney Bridges. There you go.
Perfect. Cool.
That was a rap. What secretly trying to get me to expose? It's all coming out. What statute of limitations says? Yeah, no, continue. I mean, the first song and the last song are the most happiest, I'd say. That doesn't mean that you listen to only those songs. We should probably cut that out. Yeah. So, Nathan, how cool are you? Oh, yeah, that was a pretty cool guy. Yeah.